Hello, everybody. This is David Thompson from Innovation Projects at AVEVA. It's nice to see you here in VR. In the next few minutes, I'd like to give a short demonstration of our VR application. So, as you can see, I'm here on the Marine Training Project. This is the full model, originally from Tribon in AVEVA Marine, and now in VR. So for the first time, I'm able to be on this amazing vessel and have a look at it like I've never been able to do before. I have a cameraman over there, which you'll be able to see in other parts of the video. So, hi, cameraman. And the cameraman's going to follow me so you can see what it's like for me to be in VR in this demonstration app. So the first thing is this amazing model here. It's about 100 million polygon model is now rendering at 90 frames per second in VR. And we've built this application using Unity, the very well-known game engine. So I'm in here in VR. I can come in here with other users. It's a multiplayer application. So the cameraman just now is another user, which I'm controlling from the other stick. So let's have a look at the, you're looking at the cameraman's view. Let's now have a look at my view in VR. So I see the cameraman here as a headset. I see my touch controllers. I'm using an Oculus, but I can use an HTC Vive. And I can turn around physically, or I can use the buttons to turn around and have a look around at the model. I have some basic functionality here. So switching to my view, I have a power wheel here on the left hand side. So I can teleport, and then with the trigger flashing there, I can point at anywhere on the ground and move myself around in a very comfortable way without any motion sickness, and always having the head height relative to the floor, which is very important for comfort. So I can move around the model like this, as you can see. I can jump over things like this, and you should be able to see me from that cameraman view over there quite well. I also have a fly mode. This is something that we typically leave it just to the young guys, but it means I can fly anywhere in this model, anywhere I look, so into the ground, inside this winch box, however I want. But the normal and most comfortable way to move around is with the teleport mode. Okay, switching over to first person view. I have a user interface here that gives me key locations. So we have the bridge, the car deck, engine room, prop shaft, foredeck, all these various places here, which allows me to fast travel to different locations. And I have here markup functionality, so I can pick here a line color. So let's say a nice light blue, and then I can write something for you here in space. So hi everybody. I can create this geometry wherever I want. So I'm going to show you some other features, but we're going to jump to another part of the vessel for that. So first of all, I'll use my tablet interface here. I'll go to key locations, and then I'm going to go into the prop shaft. Okay, here I am in the shaft room, or the space down the center line of this vessel. As you can just about see, the shaft goes all the way through the vessel. It's a very confined space. And in VR, it's very good here to use this technology to see if I can reach out and touch pipes, if they're going to hit my head and these kind of things. Or I can use it very easily to find clashes. So you can see there's a clash, pretty obvious clash there. It's very useful to move around these spaces just to get a good sense of the feeling, whether I can touch things, get a good feel for the space that I'm in here. So we developed a little bit more functionality here, which I'd like to show you by moving in between these pipes. And I'm going to go back to my drafting mode again. So hopefully you can see me from over there. picking here a color with my paintbrush, and then I'm going to increase the thickness of that so it's roughly representing this pipe here. I'm now going to draw a line, and I'm going to use this very simple pipe routing tool to draw a pipe in this case. So along this axis, and then I'm going to move myself over here until it connects to that, and then finally go in the Z location up to join up with this pipe. So hopefully you'll be able to see that I've drawn essentially a sketch of a pipe in this space here where there's a pipe missing. And this is of course very useful. If you move to my VR mode now, you'll be able to see that I can move around this in a very natural way and see that this is not going to clash with anything by grabbing it and literally sticking my head behind it. So that's something like a preview of the future, you could say, where we're going to do some pipe modeling in the VR space. And this is a simple sketching capability that we've created. One of the other things that you might have noticed is that I'm actually using my hands to pull myself around the model here. So this was originally created to climb up and down ladders like this, but it's a very good way to look at very specific things in the model. So if I want to have a look up here, I can simply move the model around me and have a good look at this valve above and below it. And that's using what we call the climb mode. I can reach out, grab this valve, have a look at it underneath without having to bend down and look underneath it, which of course is more realistic but not very useful in a design review situation. So I hope you've enjoyed our demo. I'm David Thompson from AVEVA. Please contact us if you would like to see your model in VR with this functionality.